What's up, you guys? I'm Ashley Everett, professional dancer, longtime dance captain, creator, entrepreneur, and your host of Next Destination Ahead podcast. Today, we are talking about what it means to be a dance captain. Everyone's always like, Ashley, the dance captain, Ashley Everett, Beyonce's dance captain, right? Da, da, da. And in that same breath, they're all like, girl, what does a dance captain actually do? I want to break it down. Like, let's pull back the curtains, because being a dance captain is so much more than a 5, 6, 7, 8. In a nutshell, a dance captain is like the leader of the dancers, for the dancers, and the voice for the dancers. Plus, we do a lot of teaching, we learn a lot of steps. You know, a lot of times we're working with our artists, like their right hand, where a lot of times their comfort and their cushion and their reliable person. Same with the choreographer. We're kind of like the choreographer and the artists and the dancers, where all those people merge. Dance captains, a lot of times we're learning choreography ahead of time, a lot of times with the choreographer. I've been a part of a lot of like choreography trials and I call myself the guinea pig a lot. The dance captain is a guinea pig a lot. I think every dance captain role is a little different and catered differently depending on the camp. But what I was doing a lot, I was rehearsing a lot and teaching a lot of the routines. So when I actually first started, I was not dance captain. I don't think a lot of people know that, but I was just a hired dancer. And I had a dance captain and I got to learn a lot from her. And then when I returned back in 2009 on the second tour with Beyonce, the I Am World Tour, I got promoted to dance captain and I was the only returning dancer. Everyone thinks a dance captain is like the lead dancer, which a lot of time we can be because we know a lot of the steps, right? But it's more so the leader of the dancers. We are kind of like the communicator from the higher ups to the dancers in the dance department, and the artist's safe space when it comes to like leaning on them as like a friend in a comfort place. And same with the choreographers. We're like the choreographer's right hand. Reflecting back on when I became the dance captain, I didn't even really like take it as like a big moment, in my career. It obviously is something I feel like I had always been working for, but I've always just been a very hard worker. So like when I got promoted up to that role, all I wanted to do was a good job. I was only 19 when I became dance captain, and everybody else was in their 20s or 30s. I don't think I was like worried about like, how is anyone gonna perceive me? Are they gonna listen to me and whatever? And I learned all of that like in the process, that you need respect, and you have to like stand up for yourself and your people when necessary, and I learned a lot of leadership skills by being in that role. Those early days, 2009, 10, 11 and stuff, we were all like in it together, like Beyonce, the team, everybody. So we all were doing multiple jobs, like on top of our job, our one job, like a dancer, a dance captain. I was sometimes being a stand-in. I've done hand modeling for her. I've done body doubling. I've ridden rides and gags and elevators and things that shoot you up as a guinea pig, to like test it out and then show it to her. And then she's like, yes, I want to do it, So I've definitely been thrown in a lot of different roles outside of just being like a dance captain. It's fun to like experience the things that a superstar does, to be her for a moment. It's like, oh, this is what it feels like to be Beyonce, riding up this elevator and flying across this thing, It's so cool. So yeah, Mrs. Carter in 2012, we had like a little section, all the dancers had a section where Beyonce used like gossip and rumors and like, people talking shit and trash on the internet about her. And she used it as part of the segment that the dancers danced to. And it led to Bow Down, because she was like, and bow down. We ended up doing our own voiceovers for like what we were talking about. And I don't even remember, what did I say? Oh, I was like, that girl, no, she ain't got no hair. That's why she always wearing them damn weaves. We all know she got hair, y'all. We've all seen her hair. Anyway, she approved all those messages herself, and put it in her own show. But the funny part is we did our own voiceovers and we wrote our own script. So no, literally, pick a rumor. And people were like, she didn't have that baby and she only wipes her ass with bread toilet paper and all this crazy stuff. She don't have no hair. She's bald. Like, okay, we'll just use it all, put it in the show. She's the one who taught me how to do that. Use all the trolly comments and put it in a show. When the fan base started catching on to me, I mean, it was pretty early on, I would say, because after the Beyonce Experience tour, I was a brunette then. I was still a brunette, my natural hair color. It was so healthy too, R.I.P. I had that partnering moment with her where we did Beautiful Liar. It was just she and I. And everybody was caught on then quickly. Who is the Shakira? I didn't have a name yet, but they were like, who is the girl playing Shakira? Who is that girl? And then we did Single Ladies in between the tour. And then Single Ladies came out. And then we also shot Ego and Sweet Dreams that I was in on that album as well. And then we went on tour. And so the consistency, I think people started noticing and recognizing my face now. I think what kept me focused is seeing my boss be so focused on her mission. And it kept me laser focused on mine too. Lead by example and everyone will too. That's what she did, you know? I don't know anyone who has worked in the camp who acts all uppity because she's not like that, you know? So it starts from the top. I would say the key to longevity is truly constantly working on yourself and evolving. What is true is that there's always going to be someone younger, better, stronger, prettier, faster, all the things. There's always going to be someone coming up behind you who is more qualified or, working harder for it or whatever. There's always going to be somebody else that can take your spot, because that is one thing that is true in this industry as well. You are replaceable. We are not irreplaceable. We are replaceable. Everyone. Every single person, everyone, okay? If you don't prove you're worthy in that space, the longevity won't be there. You know what I'm saying? Even though I am the dance captain and I technically do not need to fight and prove for my spot, I still need to show up every time to show that this is the standard. I can't go half-ass because I don't do that on stage. So we're gonna give 100% in this audition. So now it feels like I'm auditioning. Even though I'm not, I'm just sharing energy, exchanging energies. But yeah, it's constant proving, constant proving. That's where that dancer competition stuff comes into, and then it becomes real, it can be toxic, the competitive energies. You know what I mean? Being a sponge is a huge, huge thing. I learned that also from Beyonce and Frank. I'm seeing creative directors and stylists and lighting people, crew members, all different lanes of people that I can just learn from by watching. I've learned so much just from being in the rooms. A lot of people don't know how to stay in their lanes. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about longevity. If you want to stay doing something, you got to know how to stay in your lane. And if you want to cross over, at least put a blinker on. Please give a warning signal, ask permission, something. She's not Beyonce by luck, she has earned it with all of her insanely amazing talent on top of it, but earned it, worked hard for where she's at, and it's because she's disciplined. And I think my discipline goes all the way back to my first day in ballet too, So I want to take my discipline with me everywhere, because I think discipline is your superpower with anything. If you want to make any kind of change in your life, stay disciplined and you will get there. All right, you guys. So for this NDA of this episode, this one's dedicated to maintaining the same discipline that I have had throughout my entire dance career and apply it to the next destination ahead. Let's put it in writing.